Welcome, everybody, to the 20-Sided Podcast. My name is Brian Flaherty. I will be your Dungeon Master. Joining me once again are our three wonderful players. We have Kevin Bauer.
Hello.
We have Jenny Gustafson.
What up?
And we've got Blythe Roberson.
Hello.
Big swings, Jenny. Big swings.
I want big energy and big swings. That's all I care about. You guys ready to get going?
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh, yes.
Kevin, you know this well from our home games. Last time on the R.M.S. Titanfall. In the aftermath of a years-long war, each of you found your way onto the maiden voyage of the grand cruise ship R.M.S. Titanfall. Cleave had a visit from a mysterious figure who tasked him to discover why the schematics of the ship had been altered, causing it to ride much higher in the water than had previously been planned. Meadhbh was assigned to write an article about the grand event by her editor, despite it very much not being her scene. And Karis, newly arrived in the Twin Ports, recognized the royal crest of Slake Haven from the amulet she was left as an orphan. Each of you boarded the ship as it set sail for the Twilight Assembly. While on board, Karis encountered a fellow stowaway, a large kind of befuddled tortle, who turned out to be the ship's architect, Mertelby Espinal. Meadhbh had a few words with the ship's owner, Cassandra Divorcée, some less than friendly words, we might say. And after some awkward opening remarks from the queens of the Twin Ports, Karis picked the pocket of a first-class passenger named Esme, whom she befriended, before they made their way down to the R.M.S. Saloon, the ship's second-class tavern, where Meadhbh was currently interviewing Mert, while Cleave sat immediately adjacent to them, missing the clues directly adjacent to him. Suddenly, from around Meadhbh and Cleave, a fight broke out in the pub, and you guys saw Mert take a broken bottle to the neck, apparently a victim of collateral damage. However, looking on from afar, Karis recognized it was no accident at all, and that Mert was being targeted. Last time we rolled initiative, Cleave, I believe you rolled a 7. Karis and Meadhbh both rolled natural 1s. Just for the uninitiated who haven't played D&D before, we are now in a battle mode. The first thing we do is we roll initiative to determine who goes in what order. I've rolled for the enemies in this room. These guys have rolled their rolls. Unfortunately, their rolls were very low, so they will likely be going a little later in the combat. For you guys, we open as chaos begins to break in this area. Meadhbh and Cleave standing right there. You see this man and this burly woman both going at each other, screaming, "Oh, what the fuck did you say? What did you fuck you?" She all of a sudden breaks a bottle, slams it across to him. You see her apparently slip and directly plant it in Mertelby's neck. You see Mertelby, "Ow, fuck, ow, what the fuck?" As all of a sudden, from the back, Karis, you sitting with Esme. Esme's just pounding down drinks. Karis, you see this woman as she looks to this man, goes to feint as if to strike him, and then immediately swivels her wrist, planting it directly into Mert's neck. Being of the criminal class, you immediately see this for what it is. First in the order is Mertelby Espinal. Mertelby, you see, how he just took 5 points of damage. Already, Mertelby is a beefy tortle. He does not like having his neck slashed with a bottle. You see Mertelby look around and go, "No, please, no!" And he plops inside of his shell and immediately falls on the ground, belly up. Just so you guys know, he's essentially effectively increased his armor class, so it'll be a little harder to hit him. However, in this state, he really can't defend. This is just a purely defensive stance. He falls backwards on the ground, looking a little bit pathetic, but doing his best to protect himself. Next up in the order are these two assailants. They both are going to make some attacks. That is a miss. That is another miss. You see both of them, one the man with a broken bottle almost acting as brass knuckles, but broken glass knuckles, and the woman like using this beer bottle like a knife. They both go to like slam into Mertelby, but as he like falls backwards, they just miss wildly. I'm gonna have them roll some deception checks. Cleave and Meadhbh, can you guys go ahead and roll me an insight check?
Absolutely.
To see if you understand what is happening here.
Ooh.
I got a 22.
Ooh, yeah.
I got an 18.
Oh, wow. Both of you guys seeing this happen. The first strike was easily missable, but as he falls backwards on the ground, all of a sudden 2 people who apparently are having a fight with each other hit him again and just like glance off his hard shell. You guys immediately recognize what is happening. As they each go for him and kind of like look to you, seeing if you understood, you see 2 more people from the back move in. 2 more people come in, apparently like ostensibly friends of the first 2, going, "Hey, what do you think you're doing to my girl?" They both also make attacks on Mertelby. That's a miss. Jesus, that's a miss. Mertelby in his shell is like very protected at this point. You see him like kind of writhing on his back. He is protected for the moment, but they are seeing you guys kind of like glance at them and start to figure this out. You're not sure how long they're going to maintain this ruse. That is Cleave's turn. Cleave, what do you want to do?
I'm going to attack the person that's closest to me and just be like, "All right, hotshot, what do you think you're doing?"
Go ahead. You say this, and you look at him and goes, "Mind your own business, mate. This is between me and her." And he points to the woman that he is like ostensibly fighting.
I'm just gonna... I want to like kind of get him to turn by putting my hand on his shoulder and then just deck him across the face.
Hell yeah. You put your hand on his shoulder. He immediately grabs your arm and like spins around to smack you. You go ahead and lay him down with a punch. Go ahead and roll an attack.
14 to hit?
14 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Ooh. I don't have an unarmed strike on my...
unarmed strike is always 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh.
Or sorry, that's the damage. It's just a straight strength roll with proficiency.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, that's 14.
Totally hits. So your strength modifier is 2?
Mm-hmm.
So he takes 1 plus 2, so 3 points of damage.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You spin him around, clock him directly in the face. You go, "Oh, fuck! Mate, what you fucking doing? Get the fuck out of here if you know what's good for you."
That's my problem, pal. I never learned.
Both of his hands, he is holding on to like broken glass bottles. Like he's holding them by what the handle would have been. And you just see shattered glass around each of them.
Ooh. Can I do, Can I use my cunning action to hide?
Yeah, so as a swashbuckler, if you want, you can take the disengage action for free and like move back, and you can try to like hide like in the crowd. Or you try to like jump over top of the bar.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
I'm rolling okay today. 17.
You vault over top of the bar. He kind of like goes to make a swing at you. You're way too fast for him. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Oh my god, 14.
You dip beneath the bar and like move behind this old woman who had been serving you drinks. You go, "What are you doing back here?" As you just walk right past her. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Next up, I'm going to roll something for Mertelby. Can all of you roll an insight check? Rather, a perception check.
19.
20.
12.
19 and 20. Karis and Meadhbh, both of you notice, you guys look down at Mertelby, and you see him, he had kind of like, he fully like pulled all of his limbs and his head inside of his shell. You'd seen him kind of like rocking around. All of a sudden, you see the shell begin to grow very still. No. I'll say with a 19, you're not sure what's happening. With a 20, you get the feeling that something is wrong. Because you can't physically see him, you're not entirely sure, but something is going on with Mertelby. You are not sure what, however. Next up in the order is Karis. Karis, what do you want to do?
Oh, crap. Okay, I am very torn. I love action. I love being in the action. I love wiggling around. I see where I am. I've got a clear shot at these guys, but having run into my good buddy, I really want to get him out of there. I wonder... Can I kind of want to, like, kick the shell towards the dance area and see if I can shuffle him around away from there.
You can certainly try.
He's a huge guy, though.
You are a large dwarf. He is a 400-pound tortle. However, he is on his back on like a floor designed for dancing, and his shell is so like it's possible to move it, but you will have to roll a fairly impressive strength check to do so.
You know what? No, even I, the great Karis, know that I cannot do such a thing. So, in lieu of that, I want to...
Was that your big energy? Is that what that was?
That was my big energy and my giant swing. Can you smell it? I would like to attack the woman who did the initial hitting of my friend.
Absolutely.
Is there an object nearby that I could disarm her with?
You've been, you have your weapons on you, anything you would have brought. Well, there's like, Esme has been just pounding back beers, so you see like a couple of steins in front of you, as well as some bottles, if you wanted to use them as like some kind of improvised weapon. Yeah,
I would love a stein in each hand.
You pull up the steins. You see one of them has like a good swallow left. You finish it off. Go ahead. What do you want to do?
Okay. I really want to like run as fast as possible and just try to like completely disarm her. If I can get her unconscious, that would be ideal, because I want to know who these people work for.
Totally. So I'll tell you at any time, and this is just an explainer for everybody as well, every character has a certain number of hit points. If you reduce them to 0 hit points, they get knocked unconscious or killed. You can at any time choose to deal non-lethal damage if you want, to like knock them out rather than kill them. Also, this is just a quick good time to do a quick explainer on combat. For those uninitiated, there are 4 things every character can do during combat. They can take their movement, which is usually around between 25 and 35 feet. They can take an action, such as an attack action. They can try to dodge. They can cast a spell, or they can aid an ally. They can take a bonus action, which is generally a smaller action, so either a small spell or using an offhanded weapon attack. And they can take a reaction. This is a reaction to someone else's attack. We'll get into that more later. But Karis, what would you like your action to be?
All right. Could I know I've got a special here with sneak attack.
You do.
So could I employ that? I know it does an extra 2d6 damage.
So just so everyone understands what sneak attack is, anytime you are either rolling with advantage, or you have an ally within 5 feet of who you are attacking, you get to roll additional damage on top of your normal damage as your rogue sneak attack ability. So you do not currently have advantage because you're not hidden from view.
Gotcha.
If you wanted to use your bonus action to hide, you could attempt to kind of like move through the crowd sneakily and make a surprise attack.
Yeah, let's do that.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
All right. 11.
11 is just enough. You quickly move through the crowd as these like people dancing around you, kind of like moving and grooving. You kind of like fake your way through, like almost as if you're going to the bar with the drinks. So you can go ahead and roll your attack with advantage. So roll 2d20, take the higher of the 2.
Oh, I mean that one. 17.
Absolutely hits. So we're going to say for a stein of beer, because it's an improvised weapon and it's not on your character sheet,
Sure.
Go ahead and roll a d4 and add your strength modifier to it.
2.
Okay. And then because you had sneak attack, go ahead and roll that additional 2d6.
4.
Hell yeah. You beam this woman over top of the head. The glass shatters and sprays across the counter. You see the poor halfling bartenders go, "Hey, not in my bar!" Takes her job very seriously. She's like trying to cover the drinks that she is holding. Like, no, not in the beer. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
First I lean over to the halfling behind the bar and I say, "This ain't the love boat, honey."
She looks at you with a look of just pure wretched hatred.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry.
You have been scared before, but not quite like this. Is there anything else you want to do?
So did I knock this woman unconscious?
You did not. She still has some hit points remaining, but she is looking. She just got beamed at the back of the head. She's looking pretty hurt.
Okay, I think right now I'd like to get hidden for a little bit. So if I could.
So because you
within a
use your
couple
bonus
feet
action
now.
to hide to sneak up
then
to
I'm
her,
not-
you
then I
are unable to do it for that right now.
Then I'm not going to. I'm going to stand proud where I
Wonderful.
am.
Meadhbh, it is your turn. You are standing directly next to Mertelby, who's on the ground, as these 4 assailants are all still kind of trying to maintain this ruse, but you see it's beginning to fall away as a woman just gets beamed by this like very tall dwarven woman who you saw earlier talking to like a wealthy passenger who just came over out of nowhere and blammo!
Yeah.
Meadhbh, what do you want to do?
So if I do an action, I can't also kneel down and help our little Mertelby turtle friend, right?
So you could kneel down and like talk to him or something as like a free action. You just couldn't do anything like major.
Yeah. Okay, I want to kneel down and be like, Mertelby, what's up? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Are you fucking kidding me? There's people attacking me.
But are you bleeding out?
You see him. He goes, I can't move.
Can you apply direct pressure to your neck?
No, I can't move anything.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'll say, Meadhbh, if you want to, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. It is 19.
You like glance into the shell as like a beam of light kind of like hits in. You see his arms are all tucked in and his mouth is like just barely moving. You get the sense that he is like being physically held in place. As a spellcaster, you recognize this as some kind of magical effect.
Oh, no. Okay.
You also know that you did not see anyone cast such a spell.
Okay. And everyone's standing. Are these 4 little villains standing kind of close together, or is Karis standing amidst them?
They're all standing kind of together, they're essentially like all gathered around Mert, kind of like just getting ready to kick the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Karis like kind of came up behind one of them and beamed him in the head.
Okay. Karis, I'm sorry if you get caught up in this.
Oh, it's okay.
I want to do Thunder Wave towards these baddies.
Ooh, absolutely. So you're right here. You could, Karis will. Karis is gonna hit with this. Actually, you know what? Everyone is going to get hit with this because Thunder Wave emanates out from you in like a cube outwards.
Oh no. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, this is gonna maybe come back to bite me literally, but can I do my fork of bees? Can I let some bees out and about while I try to... Wait, fuck, Mertelby weighs 1 million billion pounds. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. To try to minimize collateral damage. Oh wait, what does Bane do?
Bane, you can choose a number of creatures. I forget exactly what it is on the spell card. Each time they make an attack, they roll a d4 as well, and they subtract that from their total. So it makes it harder for them to hit things.
Okay, never mind. That's stupid. I want to do... Whoever's closest to Mertelby, I'm hitting them with a little taste of vicious mockery.
Absolutely. Do you want to go for one of the people that's already been injured, like one of the fresh people? Because they're all kind of like right around Mertelby.
One of the fresh people.
Okay. You look at this very tall, lanky, half-elven guy who just ran up and like seems to be play acting as if he is this woman's boyfriend or something. You're not entirely sure what the vibe is. He's got that indignant energy about him. You look at him. He's going to go and roll a wisdom saving throw. That is 9 plus 2 is an 11. What's your spell save DC?
13.
He fails. What do you whisper into his ear as you cast this spell?
I'm saying, how dare you? Do you know who this man is? He is not only an incredible architect, but he's just a genuinely kind human being. And no one deserves to be targeted like this on their own boat, of all places. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
Okay, what am I rolling?
For Vicious Mockery... sorry, it is 1d4 psychic damage.
Okay. What the fuck is a D4?
It's the one that looks like a pyramid.
Is it this one?
No, it is this little boy.
Oh
This
my
guy?
god, he was alone. Okay. So I roll a
Oh,
D4.
poor boy.
So, oh god, I only got a 1. And then what happens?
He takes 1 point of damage.
Great. I'm glad that he felt 1 point ashamed of himself.
He will also have disadvantage on the next roll.
Good. I hope he's ruminating.
You say this to him, and he goes. You see, like, your words seep into his brain, and you see his he begins to kind of twitch. He goes, I guess I never really thought about it.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do? You still have your bonus action and your movement if you want to move about.
Okay, I want to do a little bonus action.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I know that Cleave is around somewhere.
Behind the bar.
I know that Cleave is behind the bar somewhere. I know I don't know who this guy is, but I know that he's also trying to protect my little turtle friend. So I'm gonna do a bardic inspiration towards him in his general direction.
Hell yeah! What do you say or do to inspire him?
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, detective dude, wherever you are, and I love your initiative in hiding. You gotta get these guys. I believe in you. Okay, now I'm gonna run away." And then I run away.
Cleave, you receive a 1d6 inspiration die.
Oh my god.
So, again, a quick rules thing. Because Meadhbh is a bard, she has a special ability to grant inspiration. A certain number of times per day, she can grant another player an additional die to roll with any d20 roll, making it easier for them to succeed. Meadhbh, you can run away if you want. If you do, all of these guys around here may choose to use their reaction to take a free attack on you, called an opportunity attack.
Oh no, then no. I'm just gonna stay here.
Just for future reference, if you don't want to take those kind of attacks, you can use your action to take the disengage action, which then prevents them from taking those attacks, and then you can move.
No. I'm here for the long haul.
Just for the future? Hell yeah. That is the bottom of our order. Before we move back to the top of the order, you see everyone in this bar has all of a sudden taken notice of this thing. People begin to move outwards, trying to give you guys as much wide berth as possible. You see people beginning to quickly move away. you see them beginning to move towards the doors. What this means in mechanical terms, the area around the doors is now difficult terrain. So to move through this area, your speed will be halved. So it makes it a little bit harder to get out because there's a bunch of people in the door. At the top of the order, Karis, you hear a voice you've grown familiar with, but a little bit different. You hear Esme behind you, badly slurring her words, going, "Here's a fight you want? All right. All right." She is wobbling badly as she just walks forward, confident as all hell. She taps one of the guys on the shoulders, the one that you would, the woman on the shoulder that you would just beamed. The woman spins around and goes, "What do you want?" You see her, boof, 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 immediately fists of fury flying towards her. She's going to go ahead and make some attacks. 14 hits. And she is going to use a key point to do flurry of blows, to do 2 additional punches. 8 plus 2 misses, and a natural 1. So she does hit with one of them for 5 points of damage. You see as she goes over, she's just wobbling badly. Okay. Boop, boop, poof. Decks this woman directly in the temple. This woman goes down hard. However, as she's fighting, she spins around with her last punch. She connects with the first punch. Second one misses so wildly that she spins around and falls flat on her ass. She just kind of looks up at you and goes, "We brawling? We brawling?" This woman is ready to fight. That is Esme's turn. It is Mertelby. Mertelby is going to stay at his shell. He is unable to do anything. He is currently apparently paralyzed. That is going to be the assailant's turn. They are all going to attack Mertelby. They've fully given up the guise that this is not what it is. Because Mertelby is paralyzed, they will have advantage on their attacks. Wow, 7 plus... These guys are rolling like shit. No. Oh my god, 5? Okay, that's 1 hit. Jesus.
Yes.
He takes 6 points of damage. As a beer bottle just kind of they literally shove it inside of his armholes and stab into him. You hear him just kind of now his throat beginning to paralyze goes,
oh no.
He is not looking good. That is their turn. Are they going to move? No, they're going to finish their job. Cleave, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I had jumped behind the bar in an attempt to get a beer bottle to fight with because the other dude had some broken glass on him.
Totally.
But hearing Maeve's inspiration wash over me, my hand leaves the normal beer bottle that it was on, and I just grab a fifth of liquor from behind the bar.
Oh yeah, you grab a Jack Daniel's equivalent, thick, heavy glass bottle, still mostly full. This thing has some heft to it. You see the poor bartender going, no, that's one of my finest brandies.
So can I? Okay, so because I'm behind the bar, and because I think you could argue that Mertelby is an enemy within 5 feet of the person I attacked last time, can I sneak attack that motherfucker?
Because he is an ally, you have sneak attack as well, because you are
Amazing.
also a rogue. So yeah, go ahead and make an attack. You won't have advantage. Oh, I guess, no, you will, because you hid behind the bar. So go ahead and you can roll with advantage.
Amazing. Oh, I don't even think I'm going to need it.
Roll just in case, see if you crit.
Let's see. 22. Oh my god, the lower of the two is a nat 1. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 22.
22 totally hits. You're going for the same guy as before?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and make an attack with your sneak attack damage. So roll an additional 2d6.
Awesome.
We'll say because you grabbed a full handle of brandy, let's call this, you can roll a d6 for this damage of this improvised weapon.
Awesome. So in total, I'm going to be rolling 3d6.
3d6 plus your strength modifier.
Good God. Okay, 8.
You brain this guy across the head. He immediately goes limp and falls hard on top of Mertelby. That guy's not getting up.
As soon as he slumps over, I just look down at him and go, "What's wrong, pal? Too much Jack?"
You hear Mertelby from inside his shell go, anything else you want to do? So have your movement and your bonus action.
Yeah, I will go ahead and I'm gonna run over it. Is there a door? I see an entrance on either side. Is there any way to lock these doors from the inside?
You could definitely try. There is currently like a stampede of people around either door trying to get away from this fight. So you would have to kind of like move through them to lock these doors. But currently, like, they are kind of plugged up by people. So you think it will be a bit tough for someone to escape if you're trying to keep people in here.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll probably just square up, get ready for the next round.
Cleave, can you go ahead and roll a perception check for me?
Absolutely. Uh-oh. That's going to be not natural 1.
A not natural 1. You brain this guy. Brandy goes everywhere. You're just kind of like watching the shimmering beauty of flying brandy in the light of this fluorescent hall. You don't see anything. Everything's fine. Sorry, any bonus action you want to take?
Nope.
Hell yeah. That was Cleave. I am going to roll something else. I'm going to make a save for Mertelby. Mertelby fails. Can everyone here roll a perception check?
Absolutely. Oh, 8.
Oh, well, now I do better.
22.
16.
22 is just enough to see this. Meadhbh, you look around the room. You hear a voice from somewhere in here ring out. You hear a voice ring out that says, "Stand." You see Mertelby exit his shell and stand up directly.
No.
With a 22, you see, as everyone else is running around, you see one woman, this like tall elven woman in a surprisingly nice gown for being down here. Look back, you catch the last bits of her lips moving.
Is she still in the room?
She is still in the room. She is trying her best to hide within the crowd.
Nice.
You realize Mertelby is very exposed right now. All the help that his shell was doing has gone away, and he is still paralyzed. That is that woman's turn. Karis, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh my god. And I have no idea that this is happening.
You see Mertelby stand.
Yeah.
You do not understand why. You still see him kind of frozen in place.
How many of the initial, attackers aren't incapacitated? There are 2 more left, right?
There are 2 more that are are just trying to like stomp him to death.
Okay. I wonder. There's a couple things I want to do. Can I do some sort of perception check? I want to see it, kind of look into like what they're dressed like, if there's anything in common with them.
Totally. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Ooh, plus 22.
22? Hell yeah. With a 22 perception, you see as these 2 people flop over, you see the 2 men that are still standing look fairly different from each other. One of them is this like half-elven guy. One of them is this kind of like portly dwarf. They don't seem to have too much in common. Like, I mean, they're dressed vaguely similar. Like, they're both in kind of like middle-class clothes.
Gotcha.
The 2 that flop over, you see this half-orc woman and this human man. You don't notice anything interesting about their clothes necessarily. However, as they flop over, both of their sleeves roll up, and you see a similar marking of a tattoo.
What's the tattoo?
Yeah.
You can't see. You see it like extending past their shirt sleeve. Like you know you're not seeing the whole thing.
I got you.
You see what appears to be a tentacle that is extending
hell
out
yeah.
their arm and like wrapping right around their hand and their fingers.
That's cool.
Blythe's next tattoo. Truly. Oh shit. Okay, I'm really worried about our buddy, but I'm trying to figure out what exactly I can do for him. The first thing I look to is I've got all these ball bearings, and I don't know if I want to throw them down and try to like get the other two dudes down, or does it look like Mertelby's going anywhere, or he's just standing up right now?
With the 22 perception, you see that he is like frozen in place. You look in his eyes and he has this like full-on terror in his eyes. You see them like darting around. You see his muscles shaking as he's trying to move and is unable to.
Okay. Okay, who's the person closest to me right now, I guess? Or are they still close together, the two guys?
They're both right next to each other. They're just like kicking and pounding into Mertelby.
Can I bust out my short bow and try and land it?
How far am I? Since it's a ranged weapon, you are right up behind them because
really?
like brain this woman. You can scoot back to try to shoot. Like, you just can't like shoot a ranged weapon from melee range essentially. So you would have to scoot back a bit.
Well, I've got a hammer on me.
You can
I try to bludgeon one of them?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Because you have allies within a couple feet, you can roll with advantage. Or sorry, you can roll sneak attack if you hit.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and roll a d20.
11.
11 total.
How many am I rolling?
Or sorry, you roll your d20 and then you add your attack bonus.
Oh, yeah. 15.
15 hits. You deal, it's 1d4 for the hammer, and then an additional 2d6 for your sneak attack.
Okay. Hammer 3, then 6.
So total of 9?
Yes.
You immediately pull out this like tiny, I don't want to say tiny, but like, you know, mid-sized, like almost workman's hammer. This thing's been used for a number of both legal and illegal purposes.
Gotcha.
And just whap! You see this guy immediately as he's like menacing over top of Mertelby with a broken bottle ready to stab down on him like directly in the face. You see him just fully go solid and then thunk on the ground, fully out.
Okay.
That guy gone.
Okay, so there's one more guy left.
There's still one more guy left that you are aware of.
And does he look like he's still like trying to get the job done, or is he watching his like comrades fall?
You can go and roll an insight check if you want.
Okay, why not? I'm curious about this guy. 11.
With an 11, you look at his eyes. You don't see any moment of hesitation.
Okay. And I mean, what options do I have right now?
You still have your bonus action. So if you have any bonus action spells, you can cast those, or you can use your bonus action to hide if you want.
I can use a spell?
If you have any spells, which list their casting time as one bonus action.
Okay. What does catapult do?
Let me pull up catapult.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Just so you know, catapult, it takes an action, so you won't be able to do it on this turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I can really do anything right now, at least from what I'm looking at.
I don't think so. You can use your bonus action as a rogue to hide, which will help give you advantage possibly on future attacks.
Can I tell you that I would love to hide right now?
Hell yeah. Go ahead, roll a stealth check for me.
Ooh, that's a 6.
You go like to scoot back and you realize there is just nowhere for you to hide. Like all the people that you had like sifted back into are all moving towards the doors. So you move back in that like sneaky melt into the crowd way and realize there's no one to melt into.
Like Homer into the bush, but there's no bush.
Yeah, it's just Homer moving backwards. This is what happens when someone notices Batman sneaking away.
Okay, lovely.
Karis, that is your turn. Meadhbh, cool. It is your turn. With your perception check, you glance and notice this woman who's trying to maintain her anonymity, but has been in some ways controlling this fight, as well as one guy who's still actively attacking Mertelby.
Yeah. Do I do I see this woman well enough to remember what she looks like for later?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, in that case, as much as I would love to fuck her up, I got to take care of this guy that I'm right next to.
Hell yeah.
Can I try to stab him with my rapier?
Absolutely. Go ahead, roll an attack.
Okay, great. So it says 1d8 plus 2. So I roll a d8 and add 2.
So first, you got to roll your attack. So roll a d20.
Okay.
Next to your rapier, there should be like a +5 or +4.
+4, yeah. So
go ahead and roll a d20. Add your attack bonus.
Okay. So that's 23.
Oh my god, that absolutely hits. You guys see Meadhbh, who Meadhbh, how are you like carrying this rapier? Are you just like, do you have it or do you have it disguised in any way?
I have it in my little purse, and I don't love to have it. It's like not my favorite thing to have. I don't love to be doing this, but you know, I must simply. So I kind of like grab it like,
You guys you guys like look around, you see every other like woman in this area has like a regular size purse or like a clutch. You see Meadhbh with this massive bag that can contain a full rapier. She reaches inside and goes, looks almost bored with her rapier, and with a workman's with an artisan's precision just stabs directly into this guy. Go ahead and roll a d8 plus 2.
okay. 7.
7. Hell yeah. You stab directly through this guy's gut with a skill that you are very well versed in. You pull it back and see him immediately grab his stomach going, oh, what? How big is that bag? Oh! He is looking very hurt. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Okay. Oh god, there are so many dice. Okay. 14.
You see, even with this wound and even looking as bad as he does, his eyes are still more or less glued to Mertelby. Even as he takes this wound, he looks to you momentarily as if to attack you, and immediately swings his grip around and goes to make a move on Mertelby. You get the sense this guy is likely not to be deterred.
Yeah. Okay, so I've still got a bonus action and a moving
You do.
around thing.
A moving around a thing.
Can I yell? I don't know if this would count as a bonus action. Can I just yell at all the people leaving the door, don't let that elf bitch leave?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage because they just saw you stab a guy.
So disadvantage means I roll twice and I take the lower?
That is correct.
Okay. God damn it. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be a 7.
You look and you yell towards these people. They immediately look at this elven woman and go, "Oh, honey, quick, hide! She's gonna stab you too!" And they start like moving around to help this elven woman.
Fuck.
You say this like as you literally point with your rapier towards that, like you direct your rapier as blood from it just flings towards these people.
All these little-minded people.
So you were unsuccessful.
Yeah, I see that.
You do. Okay.
All right. And then I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to be out here in the.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. So.
Next in the order is Mertelby. Mertelby, I believe, can attempt to. Yes, he's going to make another wisdom saving throw to try to break the effect of this hold person spell. He rolled a natural 19. You see him. Come on! All of a sudden, he gains control of his limbs again and is able to move around. However, that is his entire action. Ooh, Mertelby. I'm going to roll a wisdom check for him. Mertelby is very scared and very confused. If he rolls below a 10, I'm going to say he makes the mistake of moving away from this fight and getting an attack of opportunity. If he rolls above a 10, he realizes he should not be so hasty. He rolled a natural 4. You see Mertelby immediately dart towards the exit. Maeve, you see him darting directly towards the exit this elven woman is at.
Oh, Mertelby!
As he runs that way, the man who's attacking him is going to take a free attack of opportunity.
God damn it.
I think he misses. 12 plus 3. Mertelby has a thick shell. This guy slams the beer bottle into it. You see a big scrape go down the back of Mertelby's shell. He goes, my shell! And he is going to make his movement and go all the way to the door.
Now I have a question. I have the Sentinel feat, and a creature within my reach just made an attack against a target other than me. Am I allowed to make a melee attack against the dude that just attacked Mertelby?
You are absolutely allowed to do that.
Fuck yeah.
You're so smart.
So just a quick rules thing. Kevin Cleave has an ability called Sentinel. This is a feat. These are things you can take sometimes when you level up. This one allows him to use his reaction to make an attack of opportunity and possibly stun a creature in place. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, no. Well, okay. So I rolled let's see. I rolled a 7. I am going to use the inspiration die that Maeve gifted me.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll that.
To get this the rest of the way.
I'm going to tell you right now, their AC is 12, so you have to roll either a 5 or a 6 to hit.
Oh my god. That's a 6.
Ooh! You see this guy swinging towards Mertelby. The glass makes contact with the back of his shell, scrapes down. You see this guy beginning to run towards Mertelby. In that moment, you swing hard with this broken glass bottle in your hand. You see the attack missing, and all of a sudden, you hear Maeve's voice just ringing in your head. Just this kind of like nice, beautiful sound. All of a sudden, you redirect your course and slash directly behind the guy's neck. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Ooh. It's just 1d6 for this, right?
A 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
Oh my god, amazing. 7.
You smack this guy in the back of the head. You see him go stiff as well and fall to the ground, the glass shattering as it hits, as Mertelby running away going, oh no! His voice has gotten very high in this moment.
As the dude slumps to the ground, I kind of like turn back over my shoulder and try to assess who's around and say a little bit louder, I said, what's the matter, pal? Too much Jack?
Go ahead and roll me just a straight charisma check.
Oh no. It's a 4.
No.
You see the crowd around that's gathering around this elven woman who seems to be. I guess Cleave doesn't even realize this, but the way Mertelby is heading, you see this crowd beginning to form around this woman. You hear them go, "Oh no! He's making some kind of cruel joke. He must be with them. Oh no!"
I'm just going. I hit him with a bottle of Jack. Too much Jack.
Anything else you want to do with your turn? You still have a. That was Mertelby's turn. The assailants are all down. Cleave, it is back to your turn. I'll say go ahead and roll a insight check for me. Insight or perception, you can choose.
It's a -1 either way, so my number is a 5.
You're so confused why people weren't laughing at your joke. You just cease to see the world around you for a moment.
It checks out.
Cleave turns fully inward to self-edit his joke. Cleave, to your knowledge at this moment, Mertelby's running away. All the assailants are on the ground. Everything's hunky-dory. What does Cleave want to do?
So, separate from the fight itself, I recognize that Mertelby is the guy that I need to talk to about these blueprints. So I'm trying to run him down. So I'm using my movement to chase after him.
Hell yeah. You immediately vault over top of the bar and chase after him. You're like right behind him.
And are we still in combat right now, but kind of like unbeknownst to us? Or to me, at least?
It is unbeknownst to you that there is still an attacker in this vicinity.
Gotcha.
But if you want to like say anything to Mertelby, or if you want to use any action on him in some way, you are obviously more than welcome to.
All right. I go, "Hey, turtle, slow down. I'm here to save your life."
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Wow. That is a dirty 20.
Ooh, hell yeah. Mertelby immediately spins around, looks at you. You're still holding like the bottle of Jack. He goes, okay. Hide me. He immediately hides behind you and just kind of like grabs onto your shoulders, almost like trying to use you as a Rock'em Sock'em robot. He's like looking around for any other threats. I'm going to say that's the end of Cleave's turn. You guys see, I guess just Meadhbh and Karis. Have you noticed this elven woman yet?
I don't know that I have, but
I don't think you have yet.
I don't think I have officially.
Meadhbh, you see this woman who's like kind of getting surrounded by these people. You see her mutter under her breath, "You want something done right." You see her hand glow with an arcane energy, and you see a massive sickle made of pure light energy appear directly above Mertelby and swings down to make an attack on him. God, these guys are killing me. She rolled a natural 2. You see this like crazy red and yellow, like deathly looking sickle, like fucking the sickle of death itself appears, swings towards Mertelby and fully misses and slams into the floor. You see the woman go, God. Her hand twists with an arcane energy again, and she launches a firebolt towards him. She launches a sacred flame towards him. Mertelby's got to make a dexterity saving throw. He rolled a 13 plus 1, 14, which is enough. Yes. You see all of a sudden this woman blasts him with 2 attacks, and unbeknownst to Mertelby, he's just like moving around with Cleave, like trying to spin around looking for attackers, and inadvertently is perfectly dodging these attacks. Meadhbh, you see this woman just fully rolling her eyes going, God damn this turtle. I'll say Karis and Cleave, go ahead and roll perception checks to see if you recognize what... You definitely see these attacks happen. See if you can recognize where they are coming from.
Oh my god.
13.
11.
And Cleave, what'd you get?
And 11.
Again, neither of you immediately clock this woman. She is like very stealthily trying to do this. Maeve, you've got eyes on her.
Do they realize that it might be her because I made such a fuss about getting
That
this
bitch.
elf lady?
Ooh, that's a good point. I'll let you guys both roll with advantage. So go ahead and roll one more time since Maeve pointed them out.
5.
I'm rocking a 14.
14 still. I'll say, Maeve, if you want to on your turn, like fully like point her out, because
Yeah.
these guys were like locked in battle. They just heard Elven Woman, and she's doing her best
yeah.
to keep hidden. But if on your turn you like point her out, they will know who you're talking about.
Okay, great.
It is Karis's turn. Karis, on your turn, you can go ahead and make another perception check to see if you understand what is happening.
Yeah, for sure. God, garbage. 7.
You see this deathly magical sickle appear out of nowhere. You are looking around wildly, trying to figure out what is happening. You are not quite sure. You have your action, your bonus action, but you are unaware of this woman hiding in the crowd.
Gotcha. Okay, well, my first thought is basically our deed is done. I need to find the woman I was with, Esme. And
Esme is
still there?
Esme's there. She's like laying on the floor, like half drunk, just kind of like a little punch drunk. She just kind of like is boxing the head of the unconscious guy next to her.
Oh, Esme.
Take that. Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay, she's having fun. And everyone's incapacitated, and I don't know about this elven woman quite yet.
You can take some steps to help Mertelby if you want. And so, because you're aware something is attacking him, you just don't know exactly where it's coming from. So you could like use your movement to position yourself to maybe get a better view. Yeah, you tell me which one to do.
Yeah, I where is Mertelby near the bar right now? Is he still close to the bar?
No,
Or is
he's like
towards the exit.
He's like towards the exit in the crowd, very near this elven woman. Cleave, he's like moved himself behind Cleave, so he's kind of like pulled himself further into the bar, and Cleave is between him and this elven woman.
All right, I want to immediately like jump up on the bar, which I'm sure the halfling behind the bar is not super happy about.
You look back, and she has now fully grabbed a large baseball bat and is trying to like swing at a guy who seems to be trying to like grab some free drinks from behind the bar in the chaos. Get back! What are you trying to get? In my day, we had manners.
Is there any way I can roll another perception check while I'm up at this height, or no?
Because you're at this height, you can use your action to make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'll say because you took this action to get up higher, you can roll it with advantage.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, you have to beat a 19.
Whoa.
She rolled a very high stealth check.
Which one am I doing? Investigation?
Investigation.
It's not good. It's not good. And it is 5, but I'm going to tell you something. It's a strong 5.
It's a strong,
confident
that is,
5.
That is
It's
a
a real
solid
5.
fucking 5. Hell yeah. That is, you still have your bonus action if you want to like hide or make any other kind of movements.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do, I didn't tell you you could do this before, but I'll allow you to do it if you want. You can use your action to ready an action. So this is like you pull out your crossbow, preparing to shoot someone once you realize who you are shooting. If you want.
I feel as of right now, kind of the things that I want to do aren't things that I'm even aware of enough to do. So, yeah, if I could ready myself for an attack with my short bow.
Yeah, and you can ready a spell as well if you want. So like you can choose any action and ready it, and then like essentially set a trigger for when that action will go off. So you can like say, I want to ready this spell for whenever I realize who I'm attacking, or for whenever someone comes into view.
All right, well, in that case, now that I'm given this delicious information, I would like to ready a firebolt.
Hell yeah. You, for whenever like an enemy becomes apparent.
Yes, of course. Well, they become obvious to me.
You pull back your hand, holding on to this like glowing red arcane energy. When you cast your spell, what does it look like as you like are pulling this magic out of the weave itself?
It's like what are the dinosaurs, the ones in Jurassic Park with the like like the little I want to describe it, the little like fanned out skin flaps.
Yeah. I have no idea.
So
those guys. I'm curious to how this is going to relate to what you look like.
Yeah. So I kind of unfurl my fingers at the side of my face and I crouch down really low, and every single inch of my body starts getting like beet red, like the kind of red you get when you're like drunk, like splotchy.
So Karis squats down on the bar, her hands next to her face, her fingers extended to make this like fake little sideways splayed like beard neck thing. You see her whole body grows beet bright red as you can't quite tell if she is constipated or dying. Something crazy is happening right now.
You can't not get a hernia from it. I'll say that much.
Karis is holding an arcane energy with all of her might. And at this point, something else might come out. We're not entirely sure. Meadhbh, that is your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, so first of all, I point at this elf lady and I'm like, everyone, this is the woman who's creating the fire shit and this crazy sickle. The one who's an elf who looks like, insert what she looks like.
You see she's wearing this like fairly nice like cerulean blue dress with this white kind of like rope belt sash thing around her. You point them out. Karis and Cleave, you immediately clock this woman. She's kind of hard to miss, but she was somehow like blending in this crowd. Karis, as you see this person, you release your spell. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay, here I go, guys. 19.
Whoa!
19 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Oh. 8.
Ooh, 8 points of damage. Hell yeah. You see this elven one all of a sudden lock eyes with you. And she just kind of like looks like, what? She sees you growing beet red, and like you see this woman clearly has like some craziness going. Like she is looking like vicious in attack mode. And all of a sudden you see just a look of concern as she's just like, what is happening? And then from your fingertips that you've splayed by the side of your face and from your mouth as well, this firebolt blasts and smacks her directly in the chest. You see the crowd around her like scatter around, making her much more apparent. Meadhbh, it was still your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, great. My B fork doesn't come with any like hit points, right? So just so everyone knows, Meadhbh, everyone was granted one magical item. Meadhbh's magical item is a fork of bees, which once per day can summon a swarm of wasps under her command. So the swarm of wasps does have hit points. Just so you know, they have 22 hit points and they have a fly speed of 30, and they are under your control, so you can have them like attack. Yeah, I want them to go for this elf lady.
You pull out this like extendo fork object thing. Meadhbh, why don't you tell everybody what does this crazy fork look like?
So this fork is kind of like a skewer that you would buy at your Walmarts, your Targets, to roast marshmallows on. It's got a nice little comfy handle and then kind of a stainless steel extender thing. So you can make it be shorter for carrying it around, but I do have such a large bag that I don't need to make it be shorter.
You reach in your bag, fumble around a bit, pull out this already fully extended. It's like 2.5 feet long with this like very sharp poker at the end. It's got like a little bit of like marshmallow fluff on the end. You spin it around, and all of a sudden, from this like spinning motion, you see that like the like forced perspective trick of it spinning around. All of a sudden, you see a bunch of like small black dots appear. As all of a sudden, you hear. As all of a sudden, this cloud of wasps appear and fires directly towards her. Go ahead and roll an attack for the swarm. So go ahead and roll a d20 and add 3 for their attack.
Okay. That is going to be a 15.
15 hits. So for the swarm, you can roll 4d4 piercing damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I rolled the d4 4 times.
And then tell me that total.
Okay. This is a crazy dice. I can't believe someone came up with this with their brain. Okay.
Yeah, d4 is truly absurd.
Okay. Okay.
You're like my doctor checking my heartbeat.
I did win like second place in the state of Illinois in math in high school, but I did have a hard time adding 4 numbers together just now. But it came out to 9.
9, hell yeah. You see Meadhbh accomplish 2 things. One, she summons a swarm of bees that immediately attacks this woman, just stinging her wildly. And second, getting like a nice, cool humble brag about winning a math competition in Iowa. We're having fun. Meadhbh, that is your action. You see this woman, all of a sudden, her skin begins to like swell up at these sting sites. She's starting to look pretty rough, but you see her eyes still trained hard on Mertelby. You see in her eyes the eyes of a zealot. She has one mission, and she is beginning to see that slip through her fingers. Anything else you want to do? You still have your bonus action.
Okay. And with that, I can basically do Bardic Inspiration or that's it. Wait a second. I feel like there's something I have, but I can't find it where, well, I guess I don't know if this would actually help if he dies, where I can use my Bardic action to, or my Bardic Inspiration to, the Song of Rest. There it is.
That's more for out of combat.
Out of combat. God damn it. Okay. Mertelby, you're on your own. Okay.
You do also have a thing, just so you're aware of it. You can use your Bardic Inspiration for a couple of things. One, you can use it to inspire people. You can also spend that die to do what is called cutting words. So if an enemy makes an attack, you can essentially like insult them and try to distract them. Roll one of your Bardic Inspiration dice, and they subtract that from their attack.
Oh, do I have to do it? Can I do it right now with this lady?
When she makes an attack, you can use your reaction to do it. So you don't have to waste it until like she makes an attack.
Okay, cool. I'll just chill for now then.
But you still have your bonus action. If you can also give inspiration as well if you want. You don't have to, but you are welcome to.
Okay, cool. Well, we're so near the end. Yeah, let's do it. Cleave, my dude, it's up to you. In this moment, I'm gonna give you some inspiration. This lady sucks major ass, and she's very rude. And I don't like what she's doing to Mertelby. And can you please, take care of her? Thank you. And then I want my bees to come back to me. I don't want them to get hurt.
You look at your magically summoned swarm of bees. You immediately turn your hand to them and kind of give them a summoning gesture, and they immediately You see all of them as one, like 300 bees, turn around and then all nod their heads at the same time and run towards you. You're now like, they swarm around you like a weird like Saturn ring that just keeps like going around you and around you. It's truly an absurd sight.
That's sick.
That is Maeve's turn. Esme, you see, gets up, looks over, she turns to Karis and goes, who we fighting? Who's the fight? Who we fighting? Who's the fight? Who do I punch? Who's my punching? Baby sweetie honey doll, who am I fighting?
Oh, baby sweetie honey doll.
She is 2 corners to the wind. There's something about wind.
Three sheets.
She is so drunk that 2 corners to the wind best describes her. She looks to you for kind of instruction. She's not entirely sure what is going on, but she's ready to fight if you wanted to.
I mean, okay, so this elfin woman is basically like disgustingly.
This woman, you realize now, seems to have 2 vices. One is drink, and one is bare knuckle boxing.
I mean, look, who doesn't have those exact 2 vices?
She is going like full on like drunken master
old
kung fu. Yeah, so she's got this, but she is like actively using her like drunken sway to like avoid punches and stuff.
What? So the elven woman, is she down for the count at this point?
No, she's still up. She's starting to look pretty bad. But she's still up, ready, like her eyes trained on Mertelby, trying to get the killing blow before you guys can do any damage to her.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do like a direct Esme in a sort of Scooby-Doo like run where she builds up speed really fast. I hold her up.
You point to Esme where she's going, and then immediately grab onto her waist. You see her legs kicking and kicking and kicking like a fucking dog. All of a sudden, she pulls back. She kind of looks back to you and goes, and then fires forward. She's going to go ahead. She's just going to try to tackle this woman.
Oh my God.
This is going to be a contested strength throw.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she rolled a natural 1. So she leans into this woman, attempting to tackle her, and immediately falls flat on her face. However, she's going to use one of her key points actually, no, she can't because she missed.
Oh, my girl.
That's her. I guess, no, she does have a bonus action. She's going to make another unarmed strike. So, like, she is on her ass on the ground, but still, like, reaches up, flings her foot straight backwards, trying to hit this woman in the face.
Yes.
Dang.
That is going to hit.
Yes.
This woman is awesome.
Yes.
1 + 3 is 4 points of damage. She whaps her directly in the face. You see this woman, like that scene from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie that's not very good, but they just get whapped in the face by things. Exactly as I just described. You know that action that didn't need an additional example? That. Whacks her directly in the face. That is the end of Esme's turn. Mertelby is going to just take the dodge action, hiding behind Cleave, so it'll be a little bit hard to hit him. The assailants are dead. Cleave, it is your turn.
They're dead? Are any of them unconscious?
You knocked some of them unconscious.
They're dead?
Yeah, you guys specifically said you wanted to knock them unconscious. So except for the one that that Esme brained, who is fully dead. Oh my God. So 3 of the 4 are unconscious. One of them is dead.
Damn.
Oh man.
Sorry, Cleave, it is your turn.
I fully know that this elven woman is no good, right?
Yeah, at this point, you see, like, the crowd has parted, seeing that this woman is a target. Like, they're not trying to get involved. She just got stung by, like, 300 bees all at once. And you see Esme, like, kind of, like, almost trying to hold onto her legs, like, just grabbing at them wildly. Yeah, you are very aware of who this person is.
And about how many feet away from her would you say I am?
Like 20 feet away.
Okay. So I could get there. I'm gonna charge her, and I'm gonna try to smack her with the fifth of liquor.
You charge forward, beat her over the head. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh no. Okay. 8, and then can I use that inspiration die again?
You absolutely can. I'm going to tell you, she has an AC of 13, so again, you will need either a 5 or a 6.
Oh, we're just ratcheting up the tension. Here we go. Oh, that's a 1.
You go to attack, swinging wildly. She is just able to duck out of the way. Anything else you want to do? Still have bonus action move and a bit of movement.
Yeah. Can I just kind of carry my whiff forward into a disengagement?
Absolutely. As a swashbuckler, you can disengage for free. So you almost ride past her as if jousting, make a glancing blow that she's able to dodge out of the way of, and run past kind of into this crowd. If you want, you run past into this crowd, you can try to hide within the crowd if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Go and roll a stealth check.
Okay. 16?
You're not positive, but you are pretty sure you're hidden. You see people jostling you. You kind of keep your eyes trained on this elven woman who's looking hard forward towards Mertelby.
And in the spirit of readying an attack for the next time, is there any way? Is there a stool or a chair at one of these tables that I can kind of pick up?
Yeah, I'll say as just a free object interaction, you see a bunch of bar stools that have been tossed on the ground as people have trampled out of this room. You pick one up, readying it to attack next time.
Hell yeah.
That was Cleave's. It is the elven woman's turn. She is going to use her bonus action to, you see her raise her hand. The glowing red and yellow sickle rises. She raises up the spiritual weapon again and slings it to make an attack against Mertelby. He took the dodge action, so she will roll with disadvantage. Good.
Do I use cutting words to make her?
Once she finishes her attack, so she just rolled 2 things. She rolled a natural 20, but he took the dodge action. The second one was a natural 2. So she misses with that first attack. You see it going wildly. You ready your cutting words, but hold them off. She is going to walk forward towards him.
It's okay. I left him totally unguarded.
She is going to walk forward towards him. You see her hand reach out directly towards his face, glowing with this black necrotic energy, and she is going to touch his face.
No!
Making
every episode of Grey's Anatomy where someone has the flesh-eating parasite virus.
She's going to make an attack. Ooh. She rolled, she will hit. If you want to use your cutting words, now is the time.
Okay, so what do I roll?
Your bardic inspiration die is a d6, so go ahead and roll a d6, and she will subtract that.
Okay, so first I'm lady. Oh god, I had such a mean thing to say to her, but I can't remember it now. This is just unacceptable of you. This guy didn't do anything to you. He's just living his life. He's trying to, have a good day on the boat, like I think all of us are. And you really ruined what was supposed to be a really beautiful thing. Okay, bye. And then I rolled a 4.
She rolled she rolled a 14 plus 3, which is 17, which was his armor class. You reduced that by 4. She misses.
Oh my god.
As she reaches forward, touches his face, all of a sudden you say this, and her hand kind of moves away just as the necrotic energy flashes forward, and it shoots harmlessly into the ceiling. Just so you know, she would have rolled 3d10 necrotic damage on that.
Damn.
So that was a big save. She turns to you, eyes narrowing with anger. What is she gonna do? She's looking rough. Is she gonna run away?
She better not.
I I think she's going to try to keep going. This woman is a full-on zealot. She sees a thing that needs to get done. She's going to try to finish it off. So she stays where she is right against Mertelby. Mertelby looking terrified as he sees this like dark necrotic energy fly just past his face. That was her. Karis, it is your turn.
Fucking A. What am I doing again? I just launched my friend.
You just Scooby-Doo launched Esme towards her, like pulling back a fucking slingshot. You see this elven woman directly in front of you, like just having blasted this thing near Mertelby, not quite hitting him.
Doink my roink. Okay. Blasting powder. What's that all about?
Blasting
I'm grasping at straws here. I want to hurt her, but I also know I've got my own agenda that I also want to get to. But I gotta F this bee up.
What do you want to do?
I would like to... Ooh, can I pull out my short sword? I'm kind of itching for it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, am I close enough to her?
You can run forward and try to run it through her.
I want to do that. I wish I could Scooby-Doo run on my own, but I know that I don't have a friend to lift me up.
Karis like tries to charge up her legs a little bit, burns 5 feet of movement, and then charges forward, drawing her short sword as she does. Go ahead and make an attack.
Okay. And then 1d6 plus 3.
Oh, so go ahead and roll your d20 first.
Okay. Of course. 14?
14 total?
Yeah.
That hits. So go ahead and roll your d6. You will have sneak attack because Mertelby, your ally, is within 5 feet. So go ahead and roll a total of 3d6.
Oh. Okay. I know what that is. Oh, but I don't know what that is. 15.
15 points of damage. Wow. Karis. You run forward. The world for a moment goes into slow motion as you reach back, pull your trusty short sword out of its sheath, sliding forward. You see this woman, her eyes alight on Mertelby, charging her hand up with another blast of necrotic energy. You pull your sword back, slide hit directly towards her. How do you want to finish her off?
So I am mid-air right now.
You are mid-air. What is your finishing blow look like?
I am mid-air. Okay, I've got my hilt. Is that what it's called? The hilt. I'm holding the handle of the sword.
You're holding the handle. Yeah.
I'm holding the handle of the sword.
That's the ideal place to hold the sword. You
well,
had two choices. You
correct
correctly.
I had the chance to have a double-edged sword, and I just decided that I wasn't going to take it. Okay, so I'm mid-air, almost Michael Jordaning about. Jump Manning.
Michael Jordan from Space Jam.
It's the full silhouette. I'm in shadow. It's the full Jumpman silhouette from the Jordans.
Absolutely.
And then because this elfin woman she's pissing me off because I don't like women that are evil and too put together. I like a messy, so I want to take her down a notch. So as I'm landing in my Jumpman pose, both my legs fly up, kind of towards my ears, and I land a hot fart. Square on top of her head while bringing the knife down into her flesh.
Are you going to kill her, or are you trying to knock her unconscious?
I think I have forgotten because I got really into me being mid-air, frozen in time.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt her, but I'm not gonna lie. I think I have blacked out as Karis at this point. You from half court of this bar leap. All of a sudden, as you go up, your head hits on top of the chandelier. The lights start to flicker, like fucking photography flashbulbs.
She looks up. All of a sudden, she sees you in like a series of still images. You heading towards you with her knife drawn. All of a sudden, your legs start to rise and rise and rise. And the last thing she sees before you bury your short sword in her neck is just your ass directly in her face. The last thing she hears is a cool little. You
so
stab
sorry.
and twist hard. She falls limp beneath you.
I'm so sorry.
You look around you as the light kind of like begins to stop swaying and the flickering stops. All of a sudden, there's like 20 people around you, all looking down as you have just fart, stab, killed this otherwise normal-looking elven woman. You hear a moment of silence as everyone just pauses to take this in. You hear one small, and then you just hear everyone in the room going, "Ah!" starting to run out. You guys look around and begin to see people panicking, running around, actively trying to get away from you. Even the woman behind the bar is kind of like hiding behind her baseball bat, ready to protect her territory, kind of like flailing it at you. From the hallways on either side, you hear loud footsteps. Thum, 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 thum. Looking at either side, you see two formidable foes, formidable figures come in. As you see both Sir Warwick Blitz and Sir Tiffany Fex arriving at either side. Warwick looks up, kind of like scans the scene, Tiffany as well. Tiffany looks at you guys and goes, "Well, what do we have here?" Sir Warwick looks over at you guys and goes, "This was supposed to be a nice cruise." And I think that's where we'll leave it for this episode.
Damn.
Oh my god.
That's it for this episode of the 20-Sided Podcast. Tune in next time to see what the hell shakes up out of this. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Karis invented the Care Jordan.